Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your favorite show, Shantia's Haven. On Shantia's Haven, we talk about the family, everything that has to do with the family, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I wish to thank everyone who's been following us so far. Lately I've been contemplating, I was about doing my walk around and then I said, oh, this is a good one to drop by and just bless our viewers with this morning. Every family has a structure. We already know that it's mother, father, children. We know that every family has some families also have a home. They have this. So many things can define a particular family. Just like we have some character traits that when we see, we know, oof, if somebody is from this family, then it's no surprise. We know that they can come from, they can do this, they can act like this person, they can behave in this particular way. In some families, we know like character traits, we know that, oh, if you see somebody who is this way, some are bad character traits. You see somebody who does this, they're from that family, it's no surprise. Some are good traits. If you see someone from this family, it's no surprise. I know that family, they're like this, they're like that. So there are some of these things that do define us. How have you been? How is your family going? Is it working? How are the holidays moving on? Are you coping with those children? I pray God grant you the grace to cope with them, to even make it an interesting time for your family. Why not use this opportunity to ask yourself again, as a parent and a guardian, do I have values I have set for my home and my family? If you don't have anything you stand for, you will fall for everything. I really do appreciate our parents back then. Our parents brought us up in a particular way, in such a way that when you move around, you see a trend of behavior. I think that's when they said that a whole village can raise a child. Nowadays, I don't think it is a whole village that can raise a child because the values are so messed up and the things are so confusing that you don't even know what actually is supposed to hold in this home and what doesn't hold in that home. In those days when I remember once we were going to school and we were late for school, so the fear of being beaten back then in primary school made us linger around school until the school closed. And when they closed, I didn't know they had closed, so my bag was still in class. I was hanging behind the class, scared of the cane. So I struggled, and when they closed, I had already left from behind the class to somewhere around. And then they closed. I rushed to check my bag. The school had closed. We grabbed our bags. There were three of us, and when we were coming, my mom had left the house. She was looking for me. Where's my daughter gone to? She's supposed to be home. She's not home. That was primary school. I think class 3, class 4, like. So she came, and on her way to school, she found me coming back home like a prodigal son, prodigal daughter. And the look on her face, I knew what awaited me at home. She saw the three of us, and after shouting at me, she turned to the other ones and told them, I will tell your parents because I know them. You cannot do this to your parents. This is not how they raised you. Those were some of the values that kept us going those days. But today, I don't know if you can boldly stand in front of a child and say, I know your parents. If you don't do this, I'm going to talk to them about it. And you'll be very sure that those parents will back up what you're saying. It's true, on one of our episodes, we've said, be careful who you listen to, be careful what you hear from people and all of that. But it is also because the values have all been messed up. What are some of these family values? Teaching our children love, teaching them forgiveness, honesty, the truth, standing for something. If we don't have family values we have set forth for our children, then they will grow to pick up whatsoever values they see in the society. It is true the society is the way it is. Everybody is blaming the society today. Oh, things are becoming rough, things are bad, things are not moving, the society is bad. But who makes these societies? Who are the people? Who are the people who make up a society? I think it is you, it is me. The society is made up of families, different families. Your family made a portion of the society. Their family made another portion of the society. So I would love you, parent and guardian, to take your own portion of that society and make it a beautiful place by setting values for your families, setting values for your children to go by. Let them come to your home if you stand by the truth. Why not pass it on to your children? Let them know that you hate lies telling and that you will not lie as a parent as well and a guardian. That way you're passing on the right values to them. And then if they do lie, they will be punished for lying. And sometimes when they say the truth, even if that truth was a crime they committed, you may want to make their punishment lighter or you forgive them and explain to them why. I am letting you go because you have been honest and you've told me the truth. But if you are that parent who, anything goes, whether they're doing, well, these children, these children, people will not kill me. Oh, children should eat. Children turn, oh, children go up. When you do that as a parent, your children will fall for anything. They will not have any values that will keep them tomorrow and fix that society we are all complaining about. What are the family values you have set up? When we walk into your family, what are those things that would define your home? You have some families who even go by the name Christians, but when you enter that family, you don't really see those values of a Christian. Maybe you want to go back to your Bible and read those values. I didn't say read, yes, I'm a Christian, but it's not just about going to read about you speaking tongues or going to read about, no, those values that were set, because if we are Christians, then our model should be Jesus Christ. You may want to go back and see his life and see those lessons that he set, those lessons that he put up and said, don't do this, let us live by this, let us do this. When you read them and you go through and you teach your children, then they will grow as that Christian that you are or you claim to be. It is true we may make mistakes, but it should be that we've made mistakes. It shouldn't be the normal. It should be an exception in our homes. Maybe you are this parent or this guardian, you were brought up to work hard. Hard work pays. And because you're growing up, you were working hard, your parents raised you to be a hardworking person. And you've had a job, you do things that are good now. Your kids are coming up. Why don't you train them in that same way? Why don't you make them? It's true you may be living where maybe you grew up in the farm, working farms and digging holes and splitting wood. But then we don't have it now. You don't have it in the city, in the towns, in the regions where you find yourself. But you can find another thing to get them to be hardworking. And while doing this, don't just teach them hard work. Don't just show them the work to do. Have family time and explain to them. Hard work pays, my children. Make sure you work hard. Make sure you earn what you have. Make sure you work for it. Don't just sit and want everything to be given to you free, because free things sometimes are dangerous. Teach them these values. When they grow up with that mentality, you're fixing your own portion of the society as a parent and a guardian. It's not hard. It is doable. Even when it looks like it is hard, go back to the person who gave you those children. That's God. And He will help you. He will show you what to do. He will tell you how to handle them. Let us raise values for our children. Let us make our families stand for something. If not, they will fall for everything. Maybe yours is the truth. Maybe yours is honesty. Maybe yours is hard work. Maybe yours is even education. You may want to give them a good education. Don't only come every time and say, look, when I was in your class, I used to be the best. Or, oh God, in those our days, it will not be like this. Because you tried this nonsense, our parents will deal with you. And when you do that, it doesn't change. It doesn't help much. Maybe you sit up and find out what your parents did to make you who you are, and you want to do same to your children or a similar thing with them, so that they also take education serious as you're taking it. It's not about just paying the fees and abandoning them to themselves or their teachers. It's about following them up in this generation. Dear parents, dear guardians, what values do you have in your family? If I walk into your family, or if someone walks into your home today, what are those things that would define you people? What are those things that would define your family settings, your circle? Or they will find a bit of everything and almost nothing in your home. Build that family. Maybe you see a family you admire. Go to the parents and find out what they are doing to make them have those things you admire in their families. When you do that, that way you're also fixing your portion of the society. Today we are about fixing our own portion of the society by building family values that last and that are worthwhile. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your attention. If this has been helpful to you, maybe you want to go and share this video with someone. You want to talk to somebody about it. You want to tell them how important it is for them to build family values. Share this video so that they can watch and learn by themselves. We have other loads and loads of videos on this platform. Show them the episodes. Share with them. Let their families also be better so that we will fix our own portion of the society. And tomorrow, if we say, oh, 99% of the society today is bad, is rotten, everything is going haywire. Hey, when you start fixing your own portion, you're reducing the 99 to 98. And your neighbor will fix their own, it will be 97. You remember that we are fixing the society one family at a time. We can't do it all at the same time. We do it bit by bit, one family at a time, and we'll have a better society. Thank you so much for watching Shantia's Haven, and remember to always leave it better than you met it. See you some other time on Shantia's Haven. Bye bye. Let me get on to my daily chores. Thank you.